Hello everyone, welcome to the 8th episode of Unscripted Dialogues. I'm your host Aditya Sajwani, and today's episode is going to be a bit different as we are going to have a conversation about Indian politics with my beloved friend Mr. Abhinav Shukla, who is a law student and he's very politically opinionated. He has written quite a few articles about Indian politics and has worked at various non-governmental organizations. It's a pleasure having you on the podcast today.
Thank you so much, Aditya.
So Abhinav, how's it going for you? Tell me a bit about your background.
You're putting me in a position right now. I have enrolled in law school basically, and law school is pretty good. You get to learn a lot of new things about the legal system, about the judiciary and the advocacy, about our society basically. And basically my interest lies in politics. I don't know why. I think that's because of my father's inclination.
Okay.
He himself is a member of BJP. He kind of actively works for the Sangathan. For the Sangathan, there is a two branch of BJP. One is the governmental side and second is the organization side.
Okay.
So basically, he works in that Sangathan position. And I think because of him, because of what I have kind of garnered and gained the knowledge, and I think that's why I'm inclined towards politics. Apart from that, my personal interest lies in kind of writing. I try to write a lot of things about politics and different things. I'm interested in poetry nowadays.
Okay.
It's
Is that due to Mr. Vajpayee?
No.
Or how is it?
No, I'll not say Mr. Vajpayee, but it's just something I have saw my mom doing. I think many of the things you do is because of your parents.
Absolutely.
I seriously endorse this statement. And apart from this, I'm very keen on cinema.
Okay.
Like I love watching cinema.
As I've seen your post on Instagram,
I'm just
I would say you're a cinephile for sure.
100%. I also consider myself self-proclaimed cinephile. People hate it. People can't understand why I'm so much passionate about a thing I'm not getting paid for.
Okay.
Keeping in mind both things, politics and cinema.
So are we not paid for this podcast or politics?
But it's okay to be opinionated. You shouldn't force your opinion. And I think instead of posting something on Instagram, it's just basically you sharing your ideas. People are free to skip. People are free to mute. I seriously say them. My faculty members sometimes are like, I just pass them through corridor and they are like, Abhinav, why do you post so much? Like I said, and they are like, Abhinav, wait a second. Why do you post so much? Ma'am, sorry ma'am. Sorry ma'am.
Sometimes even I think this question.
Many people, in fact, majority of the people feel it's okay, but I think cinema is something that I'm very passionate about from a very young age, because me, my father, my mom always used to go for movies like twice a month or something like that, and we used to really enjoy, so that's a part of my childhood that I'm still very about. I also wanted at some point, I think I also wanted to get enrolled myself into a film school.
Okay.
But that's the thing. Let's see.
Maybe you can in the future.
Let's see.
After law.
I don't know, bro. Because after law, one does really. I should be mad to do that. Right? I should be mad or passionate. Both of
You
the things.
can do those things simultaneously, but then let's see.
I don't think you can't.
Okay.
You can't kind of ride on two boats. I seriously think. Because both of the things are very two distinct things that we are talking about. And something like if I tell about film school, like if I have endorsed something from the if I have enrolled myself in film school, so it makes sense that I do drama, stage theatre, maybe writing some plays or something. That makes sense, but I'm doing two distinct things, so I don't think it's really possible. But I think I would be pretty good in that. I just feel that. That's the thing.
Okay. So let's talk about 2024 elections first. Is that okay with you?
Yeah.
Let's take that up. So, how do you feel the 2024 election will go? Like, what flow? Because let's start with this. Your father works in the BJP. This summer I had gotten the chance to intern in BJP and it was a lovely experience for me. despite what people have their narratives or opinions about it. We know both the party is working for the well-being and upliftment of the people. So how do you think BJP would perform in the 2024 election?
There's a very good saying by some journalist who was covering BJP. He said that when,
Arnab Goswami.
not Arnab Goswami,
Okay.
not Arnab Goswami, but someone who widely, seriously covers. There are many. Arnab Goswami is a journalist and reporter,
Yeah.
but I'm talking about someone who daily engages with the BJP peoples and get to cover the news that what's happening, what's the
Okay.
party thinking, and I really like that. He said that BJP is not at all thinking about 2024. They are thinking about 2000 after 2024.
Yeah.
How will we kind of allot the ministerial positions, and they are thinking about 2029.
29.
Whether BJP will be in a position to kind of, or whether Modi will be in a position, considering his age, his interest, that whether he will lead into 2029.
Nine.
So that's the thing. I think for BJP, they are pretty comfortable that we have already won 2024.
Which
But-
makes sense.
Which actually makes sense until something very bad happens.
Yeah.
Until there is a crisis, until there is some kind of a crisis within the party or in our country that BJP mishandles it. But I don't think that's a chance. But in politics we can't, we
Predict
really
anything.
cannot predict anything. There cannot be a certain statement, certain statement. So that's the thing, and I do feel that the question should be that how much damage this opposition unity will do on BJP. I think that's the hypothesis we should be embarking upon for the 2024 elections. That how much damage this new
I.N.D.I.A alliance.
And as people like to say, INDIA.
INDIA.
People don't say India.
Yeah.
People say INDIA. Bloc will do to this to BJP. So whether there will be an increase in seats or there will be decrease in seats. So that's the question we should be asking right now, and we should be really asking about the whole opposition unity, the bloc that has been there, and what's its credibility, what's its policy, what its plan for our people. We get it that it's a caste-based politics. R is not a policy-oriented. Voters don't vote for policies. People vote for looking at their caste person or maybe an individual face. Now that's a
But
pattern.
then I think India during the 1980s was the same, where caste played a very important role. But then the politics of 2014 after Modi came has been based on development. So do you think that the INDIA alliance is taking it back?
See,
'Cause-
I don't want to be.
Go ahead.
No, I don't want to be a BJP spokesperson. See, I'm very opinionated in politics, but I don't like to favor any
Yeah, same.
party. We shouldn't blame, and I think it's your statement itself is very flawed when you say that we are taking this step back to 1980s where there was a caste-based politics. I don't really think that it's a caste-based politics. Caste-based politics started from 1947, and I think will go on until the society as a whole will stop looking with a narrow mind regarding the caste. So I think it's not really, we should say that we shouldn't blame, or we should say that they should be credited for this caste-based politics.
That's a strategy in itself, right?
Of course.
Getting the minority
Every-
vote share,
every-
and every party, if given the chance, will go for it.
Every party does that. And just see now that every party has a position for their minority. You get it? What I'm saying is that every party for the organization side, for the as we call it Sangathan side, has there someone called a minority adhyaksh or something
Okay.
like that. Whether it's BJP, whether it's Congress. So it's just a part of the plan. It's just a part of the politics. So we should really not be looking to that. But what is the credibility of this INDI bloc? And what is their plans? We should be really talking about, because there is an incoherence within their voice. Because
I agree.
if we see that they are united, but they are not united for the development of our country. They are united for it's not an anti. It's an anti-Modi
Alliance.
It's not something they are doing for the betterment of
the country.
Because I don't see any anti-incumbency within the people regarding Modi. I see, because there was a there was some kind of a poll which was done by Aastak,
Okay.
by the India TV group, and they were they kind of speculated that what if elections were held today, what
Who would have
will
won?
who would be what would be the consequences, what would be the results, and they said that India that the NDA is comfortably winning 309 seats, and it was something around 193 seats for the INDI bloc.
yeah.
So it doesn't make sense. Why are you uniting? You are just uniting the fact that this man has kind of ruled for 10 years successfully, and he is going to rule for another 5 years. That can be said for the certainty. And I don't know what, it doesn't really make sense for the unity instead of this fact. That's my opinion. What's your opinion?
So we have seen in 2004, not 2014, maybe 2019, that the opposition parties are uniting. Let's say that the Samajwadi Party and the Bahujan Samaj Party came together to contest in UP in 2019. Couldn't do any damage to
Congress was also a part of it.
Congress as
Congress
well.
was also part of it.
So that didn't play out.
Hmm.
Last time the Mahagathbandhan won was I think 2015 in Bihar, when Prashant Kishore was a political strategist and Lalu, Nitish and Congress came together, and 3 months before the election BJP was quite comfortable. I would say that's the only time when Mahagathbandhan has worked. I think Mahagathbandhan or the INDI alliance, I mean, they lack coherency in a way. They don't have any narrative which they are going to play on. It's like anti-Modi. Same as we saw when was it 67 election, when it's like Indira
Grand
Hatao.
Alliance.
The Grand Alliance. 71 election. Indira Hatao. I think it's similar like Modi Hatao, because both of the leaders had a stature and the opposition has come. There is no narrative. We saw that VP Singh had ousted Rajiv Gandhi. So there has to be certain narrative which are going on. And one more important factor is the PM phase. I'd seen Sitaram Yechuri, the CPI leader, his secretary, my bad, his interview, and he said like even in 2009, as you saw, when 2004, Manmohan Singh was elected as the Prime Minister after the election. He said similarly we'll do that. It was with who's that guy? The reporter guy, Rajiv Sardesai.
Rajiv Sardesai.
With him. So he said it's normal to elect the leader after the elections are done. But then that's not how it works. You didn't have a Modi-like leader. The competition was quite, I would say, narrow between NDA and the UPA, which is not the case right now. So I don't think that's how the strategy would work in if they want to cause damage to the BJP, because I don't think at this point it's possible for them to win the election unless something major happens.
You talk about two things. First is the Mahavikas Gadbandhan. How many times it has really worked. And second, you talked about the PM phase that they have not announced. First, I would like to say that you said that 2015 was the last time we see them this type of Gadbandhan. I would like to correct you. I'm really sorry. In 2019 too, there were in Maharashtra there was a Grand Alliance between INC, Shiv Sena, and NCP.
But we saw that how it worked.
But you know, none of those alliances have never really worked. If you see that Mahagathbandhan in Bihar also, it
didn't work.
Did it really rule for 5 years? No. Did it rule for 5 years? Even the Janata Party, which is I think the most successful kind of alliance across the party lines, they kind of forged a party that was testing for the Janta. It kind of came down due to ideological differences, the leadership crisis. But I think that was the most successful. It only could rule for like 2 years.
2 years.
So it doesn't really. So I think there has to be some kind of a tacit agreement between the parties that there isn't, like right now in the bloc. And I really think that PM thing, ki you kind of have to announce pre-poll. You have to announce a phase. The thing is if Sitaram Yechuri is saying that in 2004 we didn't do that. No, in 2004 or maybe before 2014, you voted for party rather than leaders, individual leaders. So there is a difference between voting for a party and there is voting for individual leaders. And now we are kind of facing a phenomena in which people are voting for the faces, not for the party.
Mm.
People are voting for the Modi. That's why if Modi comes to Gujarat, people say that because Modi came, we won.
Yeah.
Maybe the MLAs are of that opinion. And there are many seats in Gujarat during the Gujarat election. There were chances, in fact, there were chances that they were going to lose, but just because Modi did a rally, they were.
The 2017 one was quite close.
The
The election that was very close.
That I can credit it to Modi because he just came. So that's the thing.
The leader also has a stature. Like
leader
Modi is the face of BJP. Once Modi is not there in BJP, BJP will have its own, I would say,
it will be like not problems. I'll dramatize it, but
they have very capable leaders, but then
they have a capable leaders, but I'll like to dramatize this situation as Game of Thrones.
Okay.
It would be pure war within the party because we are getting off topic, but let me just get this thing, just complete this. That right now we are in, like, BJP is in a position under Shah and Modi that they are really suppressing the voices. They are not actually allowing a free hand to all the ministers, whether it's Rajnath Singh, whether it's Ashwini Vaishnav, or any leader. Rajnath Singh has been serving BJP since 2000s.
Quite long.
And he was the CM of Uttar Pradesh.
Yeah.
Before that, he was he was Adhyaksh of BJP also. Like
BJP. He's like old guard.
General Secretary. He's an old guard. Basically, under Modi and Shana, they have really suppressed the voice of their. Under Modi and Shana, they have really suppressed the voice of their ministers and the voices there are within the party. They have not really given a free hand to all the leaders also. Even JP Nadda himself, he's the General Secretary of BJP India. But still he is not able to kind of, I don't think he has the ultimate power to do anything.
Definitely.
So, after Modi is gone now, there will be a war. There will be a war to kind of grab that position. Whether Nitin Gadkari himself has been, he doesn't speak so much, but Modi doesn't like it when he gets the credit for all the road thing.
Yeah.
I like to clarify that that Ujjwala Yojana and all these things. It was the current education minister. He once holded the position of he held the position for the like the petroleum and gases, and actually that is the man man behind the success of Ujjwala Yojana.
Okay.
But what do you see? You see Modi's face.
Picture.
You see Modi's face. But so that kind of a thing. And once Modi is down now, there will be a war between Rajnath Singh, Nitin Gadkari, Hemant Sharma, Yogi Adityanath. Modi doesn't like Yogi Adityanath because people are already claiming him to be the next
Modi.
Next Modi, next PM.
Next PM, yes.
Next PM, and even more hardliner. So Modi doesn't like that. There were also kind of conversations that were going around during the UP elections 2022 that Yogi might step down because of the pressure. But people denied. Within the cadre, within the UP cadre, people were not ready to kind of have any other CM
apart from Yogi.
And
it was the first time that after like how many 35 years, 50 years
has been re-elected. A government a chief minister has been re-elected.
I think he has a very strong hold.
100%. And he came back stronger. He was saying that there are times that leaders are chosen after the results, and Yogi was one such result. It was Modi's face that was throughout the 2017 UP elections, and there were a lot of speculations. There was our Jammu Kashmir LG Manoj Sinha, who was also a contender of the CM. Yogi Adityanath was nowhere in the spectrum. He was nowhere in the spectrum, but he was still chosen as one because of his stronghold within the Gorakhpur kind of mutt. He belongs to that kind of religious sect and mutt. And there was Maurya, Keshav Prasad Maurya. So that's the thing. What were we talking about actually? We're talking about there will be a kind of a war between the cadres. Yeah.
Okay. So enough talking about BJP.
Yeah.
Now let's go to the 2024 elections. Whom do you see as the main contenders? Like, if I were to say there's a dark horse, I would give it to Aam Aadmi Party. What do you think?
I think from its inception only, the Aam Aadmi Party, since after the Andolan, that Lokpal Bill and the whole anti-corruption thing, AAP has been a dark horse of Indian politics. We can't deny it. But we really have to see the composition of the opposition unity. Who is having the nucleus? Who is standing on the nucleus? It's a Congress. Congress is still the principal opposition party of this country. They have around 50 seats, which is very less compared to the BJP, who have 323 seats something in the parliament. 323 seats. But it's still a second principal party in our country. So I think we really have to talk how the composition is, who will be leading it, and who are around those nucleus.
Got it.
So that's the thing we have to talk about. And dark horse, yeah, I agree that Aam Aadmi Party will be there, and Arvind Kejriwal will be that. So basically, I think for this we have to really dissect all the partners, like their role and kind of their composition within this block and their kind of importance in this INDIA block. So I think we should start with Congress first, and I'd like to know what are your opinions on Congress?
So I would say Congress as a party has performed very well in these past few months, winning the elections in Himachal Pradesh, in which Priyanka Gandhi played a very important role. She worked along with Bhupesh Baghel, and they won the Karnataka elections as well. And I'd say the Karnataka elections played a significant role, because then it showed how that the welfare policies that the BJP promised didn't play well. So I think that was a very strong point taken by them, because earlier I would say the points they were opposing were, let's be very honest, they were bullshit. But then they found the agenda, the welfare policies, the corruption taking place in the government. So I would say that was a good point. And their new president, Mallikarjun Kharge, although it's like again Sonia Gandhi
kind of a rubber stamp president.
But then they carried out elections after a long time. But and as we can say, you can never ignore Congress in Indian elections, because despite their the share they have reducing, they will always play an important role in any sort of opposition unity. Yeah, so they have sidelined the leaders such as Shashi Tharoor or Sachin Pilot, which I don't know how would that come into play. But yes, let's see, because there are upcoming state elections as well. So Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Chhattisgarh, Telangana, and one more state.
But yeah, major states.
These four major states. And look at them. Chhattisgarh,
it's ruling by
Congress. Rajasthan by Congress. Madhya Pradesh is the principal. The Congress is the principal opposition MP.
MP, okay.
And Telangana.
No, MP
principal opposition.
Principal opposition, MP,
principal opposition. Congress, and then in Telangana, it's BRS. Now BRS. Yeah, they would have some vote share, but then I don't think Congress would play an important role. That's going to be BJP versus BRS. But regardless, so let's see how the party performs in these state elections. I think Chhattisgarh could be an easy win. Rajasthan,
there is a pattern I would like to add. Rajasthan has a pattern that every 5 years
they'll change their leader.
First Vasundhara Raje, then Ashok Gehlot, then Vasundhara Raje, then Ashok Gehlot. So that's a pattern.
That could happen. Madhya Pradesh, the competition is too close.
Shivraj Singh Chauhan is really looking very weak there. People are speculating that things couldn't, like, if he even manages to win, there will be a very close call.
Because last time you saw Operation Lotus, Shivraj Singh Chauhan was.
You would like to call it Operation Lotus. So that's the thing. Kamal Nath. Actually, Kamal Nath used to. Kamal Nath ruled it for several times. For some time, and then Operation Lotus, as you mentioned, I have nothing to do with it. But
as what media says.
That was Operation Lotus. That's why they have managed to win. And what I feel is that I'll compare Madhya Pradesh and Karnataka. Karnataka also, there was an alliance between that Deve Gowda's son, I don't remember his party, and Congress. There was an alliance, and they kept BJP out of the power back in 2018. but after they also performed same operation on Karnataka and Madhya Pradesh, like both of the underwent this operation. It's like a surgery, you know.
I know.
And they came back in power. But the problem is that people really do not like when you kind of keep people whom they have elected out of power. People really do take revenge on those political parties, because see, what's the matter of my vote when you will buy out all the MLAs or MPs and form your government? That's not the thing now. So it doesn't really go well. But let's see, Madhya Pradesh, you know, Narendra Modi has to really work on his rallies, so they could manage a win. But let's see, you know, Kamal Nath is I think standing lone wolf there, because once there was who is now the aviation minister,
Jyoti Aditya
Scindia. He was also a kind of a
Congress member.
He was a Congress, and he had a stronghold. But now he has come to BJP. So, you know, one cannot tell, but yeah, there will be a close fight. And regarding the Congress's position now, they have to be in the leading position in this principle. They have to make their calls, and they have to keep their egos aside whenever needed.
I saw this news yesterday. So they were talking about pre-poll alliances and sharing seats. Yesterday, Congress's chief in Punjab said that they are going to contest the 13 seats alone, not with the Aam Aadmi Party.
See,
so I don't know how it's going to happen.
It's all about the ego. But when you are fighting in the opposition, see, if this bloc really has to succeed, they really have to put in a lot of effort to just stand one kind of in each constituency. They have to really put forward only one what we can say member, a capable leader who will be against the BJP. There is no kind of meaning to this opposition unity, and in fact unity, if they are having 4 or 3 members contesting against BJP. Then what happens is that votes get cut, and eventually BJP emerges as victorious. And that's the thing we saw in BJP in Gujarat.
Yeah.
Because there were
Aam Aadmi Party and
Aam Aadmi
Congress.
Party came, so they really affected Congress's vote bank. Which really actually led to the victory of BJP. And triumph victory. I would like to say it was huge. One could never kind of speculate. Under Modi also, BJP never managed to win.
Because even after 2017 election, it was such a close call.
And this, keeping in mind that there is an anti-incumbency in Gujarat. There was I think around 20-25 years anti-incumbency in Gujarat that was going on. But still, you managed to win so much votes just because of this. And I would also like to pinpoint Mamata Banerjee also took her party TMC in Goa, and they really kind of disrupted the whole political landscape of Goa. The problem is that they kind of gained 5.2% vote share, but they didn't even manage to. I think they
didn't win a single seat.
They didn't win a single seat.
No.
All they did is cut the vote share of Congresses, and which led to BJP, of course, emerging as the government or the leader.
Who's the CM? Pramod Sawant, right?
Pramod Sawant. That's the thing. So Congress really had to take a leading position in this. One cannot ignore Congress's role. You know, people. But the thing is, I see irony that Arvind Kejriwal, what was his claim to fame? He came because anti-corruption. Not remove Congress, but yeah, eventually
he was against Congress.
He was against Congress. That CWG scam, basically Commonwealth 2G Spectrum, then all those things. Okay, I remember he used to always walk with these 2 kind of chits, and he used to always kind of see these are the scams that have done, and he used to start reading that. And now he will be sitting just next to Rahul Gandhi, shaking hands, having plans. So that's kind of ironical. And same thing is about Mamata Banerjee also. That will cover in the next question.
Yeah. Mamata Banerjee used to be very close with the Congress, then they fight, then they come back together.
It's
all about convenience.
It's all about convenience. And you know, in politics is just like, you know, there's a statement about geopolitics that there are no permanent enemies. And politics has to be seen with that lens kind of. Because there are no permanent enemies. He is just having his own he's just having his own profit, and I want to have my profit too. That's the thing, and people do have an alliance based on that.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Even let's talk about the role of the left wing in India.
Is left really left in India? That's a statement. Is left really left in India? So
2004, definitely they had a
this,
good effect.
no, they still have.
They're in power in Kerala now.
They're in power, but are they?
But then again, how would the seat sharing take place? Because West and the left and the Congress are against each other in Kerala.
See, you really have to look at the bigger picture. The thing is, you can't see that because we were fighting in state elections against each other, will not kind of do that. Of course, Congress during UPA times 2004, left was against Congress in state elections, but they were in UP, they were a part of UP.
And how do you think Mamata Banerjee, the left wing and Congress would come together? Because
see, Mamata Banerjee will cover. Mamata Banerjee is a question mark itself. Mamata, because I'll tell you why I'm saying this. That Mamata Banerjee at the same time has showed closeness with this thing, and also has been skeptical about this thing, because there was a meeting, I think 5 or 6 days before, in Maharashtra about the opposition unity, and during press conference she was absent.
yeah,
She was just during the power show, where people are like kind of have their hands up in the air and that's a show of strength basically. But when the thing came about press conference, she was not there. She just moved away and she silently left. So she is also skeptical because, and she is more skeptical about Congress's role. As I have said, you can't ignore Congress, but Aam Aadmi Party has kind of really thought about it and has been re-questioning its fundamentals on this basis, because they also hate Congress, but they know that we need Congress right now. We need its cadre, and of course after the Karnataka, Himachal Pradesh victory, about the whole Bharat Jodo Yatra,
the morale of the cadre is very
high. Is very high within the Congress. But I'll also question it that this is also very wrong, that the morale of the cadre shouldn't be high, like not in negative connotation, but yeah, because in 2018 also they won Karnataka,
Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh and Karnataka.
They won all these states.
Despite that, they lost in 2019.
But what happened 2018, and they were like full-fledged. They were like, bring it on. We'll take on Modi, we'll take on Modi. But they have to really have a distinction between state assembly elections and Modi and national elections, general elections.
People vote differently. So Mamata Banerjee is still a question. Let's just move to Mamata Banerjee quickly, and we'll just address the left thing also. I think Mamata Banerjee is still a question. I've said that she's skeptical about the thing. I remember after winning the West Bengal elections, she was very keen. Like, she was like, I'm the queen of Bengal. Okay, I'm the queen of Bengal. I'm very comfortable here. Whatever BJP will do, let them do. But I'm here for another 5 years. And I remember her going to Delhi just weeks, like every week she used to be in Delhi. She used to meet Javed Akhtar. Yeah.
She used to meet every who is anti-Modi. See, when I'm terming anti-Modi, it's not a negative thing. I'm just saying a thing that
who don't favor Modi.
Who don't favor with this RSS and BJP ideas. And she used to have rounds. But later she changed her tone that and I quote her statement that not all the members of RSS are bad, some are also good. So that's kind of a dichotomy. And if you remember in West Bengal assembly elections, Mamata Banerjee actually lost her seat. And she actually recontested in the second, I think Sitapur or something. She recontested from second seat after losing it. And you know why she lost? And she blames Congress and BJP for having a tactical alliance. Not tactical, but tacit, but not hidden. That okay, we will not kind of have will not show it. But we will have a candidate which is very weak. So the BJP candidate can really take on Mamata Banerjee, who was Suvendru Adhikari, who was earlier he was from TMC only, and later he joined TMC. He later joined BJP. So that's the thing. Mamata Banerjee is still a question. She's keeping a distance. She's very keen on having the nucleus around her, that
Yeah.
I will command things. I'm the one who knocks.
Knocks.
But no, she doesn't really have things like going her way. So she's still skeptical. That's the thing. Because
Yeah.
if we, the thing is also that these opposition parties are also very scared of the institutions. Institution by I mean government institution like ED, CBI and
NCB.
NCB. Not NCB. Who
Who
knows?
knows?
Who knows?
What may come
I don't
next?
know, who knows? But they are really scared. So they are, of course, BJP is using the governmental
And
institutions. in
Every
their favor.
every party has
government,
misused it.
every government did
Government
that.
has misused
Every
it.
government did that. So they are really कि अगर हम इतना open fledged चले जाएंगे इनके खिलाफ, then things will go wrong.
Yeah.
Because so that's the thing, they want to still maintain. That's why Mamata Banerjee comes in a while and says that not all members of RSS are bad, some are good. And Modi is a good prime minister. We have our differences. She's like that. So she once in a while comes that,
Which I think is a good stand.
which is this is politics.
Yeah.
This is politics.
This is
What is politics? Politics is all about diplomacy. That once that at one time you are cursing my whole family line, and at another moment you are
Keep your enemies closer than your friends.
Godfather.
Godfather.
That was not the line actually. Godfather line. He was like,
You understand what I'm saying.
I understand. So that's the thing. Yeah, that's politics, and that's okay. But we as a general voters or audience, we should say, because that's our drama we are watching, we should be aware about where the party actually stands. What are your favorite parties? What are they actually doing at the ground level?
Have
Is
they
it
been
all
doing
part
work?
of the politics? Is it all a part of a drama? One should be aware of that. So that's the thing. That's the thing, I think. We could talk about Sharad Pawar.
NCP.
NCP. He was once a member of Congress.
Congress.
I remember after Rajiv Gandhi.
99.
No, after Rajiv Gandhi. He died in 99.
No,
91.
when Sonia Gandhi took the charge.
No.
Yeah.
I'll tell you. See, the problem is that Sharad Pawar was once a member of Congress. After Rajiv died, Rajiv Gandhi, our Prime Minister. Rajiv is. I'm saying
Okay,
as if he was
yeah.
like.
Continue.
After Rajiv Gandhi died, there was power tussle within the Congress between P.V. Narasimha Rao and many such leaders. And within that, he felt that Sonia is really controlling things.
Yeah.
The widow of Rajiv
Rajiv
Gandhi, she will be the thing.
Being
She will-
Italian,
Huh.
being born in India.
She will not that, but she will be a thing that she will control. And he eventually got that, and he left it. He has prime ministerial ambitions from very long.
So
And-
he had, we can say.
Huh?
He's retired now, right?
No, he has. See, it's a normal age. It's a normal age, and I'll say that Modi is one of the youngest prime ministers. I'm very ashamed to say that we don't still have very young leaders in 40s and 50s. But if one doesn't die, their ambitions never
Never
dies.
die.
Nitish
But
Kumar
then he gave his what do you say, party command to Supriya Sule,
kind of toss. So it's a party about
Praful Patel, but
it's
then
it's
Ajit Pawar.
it's
back,
it's
BJP.
about the party. That's sort of thing. And at the end of the day, if it's Praful Patel or if it's Ajit Pawar or it's Supriya Sule, anyone he gives the torch to, they will come and seek for his advice. And
Yeah,
if he will show his eyes, and they will not do that. They will not do that.
I think he's one of the most respected leaders,
Respected leaders,
and he's like a genius as well.
genius. Okay. Your
My opinion.
Respected leader in what sense you are saying? Sure.
Sharp mind, is aware of the situations, can bring alliances together.
Yeah. I can say he is smart. I'll not say genius. As many people termed his as the Chanakya
Chanakya.
after that whole thing,
In
that
2019.
after the whole Maharashtra fiasco, whatever
That's a
occurred.
mixture.
That's a
Keeps on
mixture.
shifting.
That keeps on shifting, but no, he's a smart man. He has done many scams, sugarcane mills, and the abundance of things, and still he has a good reach to prime minister's house. I really I
Like
really
if you
get
see,
that.
if he and Modi meet, they will greet each other.
Huh.
Meanwhile, if you see with Rahul Gandhi and Modi.
He'll gel together.
Yeah.
He's like that person in the friend group that gels with everybody.
Everyone.
Even the group which he hates. He gels with them. Arey haan bhai, I'll do it. I'll do it. He has a good reach to, and I think he has a good reach to the PM's office and everything. He has a good reach. But the problem is now with Sharad Pawar also cannot be trusted. Just like Nitish Kumar.
Not at all.
You know the track record of Nitish Kumar, na? Nitish Kumar is like a leech. I would openly say this, and I'm accepting all the defamation cases, but he's like a leech. You know, he goes to Lalu Prasad Yadav and he asks for his support to become CM. Then he goes to BJP. Then he goes to Lalu. Then he goes to BJP, and now he's again back with Lalu, his son now, Tejasvi Yadav, RJD. He's like a leech, and he also have, you know, why whatever happened in Bihar, there was a alliance between Nitish Kumar's party and BJP. You know, Sushil Kumar Modi. But the problem was that he wanted that he would give up that position, the CM position, because it was too long for him, and now he doesn't enjoy it. He wants to become president, but his name was never kind of favored, neither by opposition, and he really wanted Modi to endorse that name. But instead of that, he would also get satisfied if he was given the vice president position. But Jaideep Dhankar was given, and President Murmu was chosen for that role. So because of that, he left that alliance and shifted to that, because he said that because Nitish Kumar cannot be trusted, and that's why he was not chosen for that thing.
He's playing an important role in opposition unity.
He has been named as a convener of this whole thing.
Because the first meeting was in Patna as well. I think he would want that prime minister role. Everybody in the opposition unity. That's why they are not announcing it, because they know, because if अगर अभी से किसी का नाम आगे कर दिया जाए, there will be no fun in that thing. People will be like against each other. They will like, he's the prime minister, I'll watch him and I'll betray him at the end. So that's a thing. But we also have to talk about the problems that this opposition unity. Can we pursue that? The problem that they will actually face. First is, I think, the coherence between their thoughts, because Congress being the kind of a center party, we have left. We have a so-called right-wing party, which is Shiv Sena. I don't know if it has any values left in it of so. Right. Of once what his father thought of, what Balasaheb Thackeray thought of, I don't know. No. And he should be ashamed of it as well.
He should be. He should be ashamed of him disrupting all his father's legacy.
Yeah.
Because
like Balasaheb Thackeray was the Hindu hardliner, as portrayed. The thing is that trends might change. See, there was a trend between after independence that we will vote for a party, that is Congress, and they always managed a center stage within the ideology. Okay, not going too hard, not going too left. That was like that was their agenda, and the successive organization leader tried to keep that center. Just because there is a right-wing wave, Congress doesn't. Do you see Rahul Gandhi going to temples? Yeah, he's going to temples, but at the same time, he's meeting all the minority leaders. He's meeting the minority. I mean, Muslim. He's going to churches. He's going to masjids. Because they have maintained a stand. They have maintained a stand. That is their voter base in one way.
Voter base, and one cannot dynamically change the orientation of their party. I think it's very demeaning to its own legacy, to what it started for.
Although I would say Congress under Rahul Gandhi is going more towards the left side.
Center left.
And I would say that, okay, I'll make this prediction. That is my opinion. Like how in the 2004 elections, there was CPI, like at the left. Now Rahul Gandhi is taking Congress to that level. And I would say the Aam Aadmi Party in the future would take Congress's position. Which may be true or not, but then that's why I think it's shifting.
I think the thing is that Congress is still rooting on that center stage. The problem is that because they were in center and they used to cater to both the side, right and left. The problem is that the right side has been occupied by the BJP. Has been so the Congress actually knows that we don't have any voters left here, or we have very minute. So why not let's position ourselves temporarily to a side which BJP has not catered to. That is the left. So that's why we get it. But I think if we look after 25 years, I don't know whether Congress will return to power anytime soon. I don't know. No, I'm not having any sarcastic remarks. But we'll still see that they are a center party because they have maintained their values as such. Not like Uddhav Thackeray.
One would say that.
Should say that. That's the thing. So what were you talking about actually?
Went a bit off track. We were talking about Uddhav Thackeray.
Uddhav Thackeray. We're talking about Sharad Pawar actually. Sharad Pawar's ambitions and Nitish Kumar's. So everybody wants to prime minister, and we really have to sit back. I think elections are in April, and we have around 8 months. That 8 months. So let's see what happens. We were talking about the problems that they will face. First is the coherence we were talking about. We were talking about the coherence.
Second is Modi, the brand Modi.
Brand Modi, no, within the opposition.
Okay.
Of course,
within the opposition.
Within the opposition, what's the problem? First is this coherence. They have set up a coordination committee, and regarding how will we coordinate, and second problem is their vote. How will they share the seats?
Vote.
Seats. How will they
seat sharing?
Will Mamata Banerjee will be
give up seats?
Give up seats if Congress asks for, or if any other party asks for. Congress being a big brother in this, kind of having a higher stature, will they give up if Mamata says, "Yeah, I'm very comfortable," and if they have, all political parties have a backend that they do research upon, they have they analyze and they have who is actually winning here, which party. They already know, they already have their minds. So if Mamata Banerjee comes with a concrete plan that I want to contest all of these seats, will Congress give up? So they have to.
I don't know, because as you say, Congress is the big brother figure. Every party would do that, and in the end, Congress would be left with nothing. I think that's something which can happen.
No. At the end, what will happen? See, we also have to talk about the future of this. That will, I think, we'll talk about later, maybe towards the end. What is our speculation within these 8 months? Will it actually stay or not? But the thing is that no, not every party. Actually, people know that who is actually winning. In West Bengal, if you give a layman example, or if you guess that who is actually winning, we all know that it's a competition between TMC and BJP in the national scene. Okay, then there is no scope for Congress. Who is getting elected from Congress? I don't think we have any MP. Or maybe Mahua Moitra is there. She's TMC now. So basically the thing is that we really have to come on a, like, not we, but they have to really come on the same page about the coordination, and they are, I think, forming a coordination committee. But I'd like to kind of point a ironical thing. What has been Rahul Gandhi's target to Modi? How does he target Modi?
Adani.
Okay, Adani. We'll take it Adani. Okay. Adani, Ambani, the crony capitalism thing.
अमीरों की सरकार.
Okay. Suit boot की सरकार. वो तो in fact Modi says to them, but ठीक है. Crony capitalism is his accusation on the current government. Okay. Adani, he is taking Rahul Gandhi is taking the center stage for the Congress, for the whole opposition, to make it an issue, to kind of point out Modi. But the problem is Sharad Pawar at other end. Sharad Pawar is very pro-industry.
Yeah.
Pro-industrial over here. And he's a very good friend with Adani. And when there was a demand that there should be a JPC, Joint Parliamentary Committee, for this Adani and Hindenburg row, he opposed that.
Yeah.
He and his party never raised any questions against Adani. And I remember him coming to Rajdeep Sardesai, and he said that why should we should target the individual like Modi. We shouldn't target our hero. Our hero. We shouldn't. Whom he was referring to, Adani. That we shouldn't. He's like a diamond to ourselves because he is leading the economy.
Yeah.
He is providing services. Why are we kind of stopping it? Why are we kind of hindering with him? Why are we kind of poking
Driving
him?
down
Why?
the economic.
But the thing is that his point was that if you want to have anything, point out Modi, say that Modi is the
Like
he has
business and
malaise,
politics
he has
aside.
malaise, business and basically you prove my point that keep business aside because he's like a gem to India and he has openly said that in India Today magazine also he gave a very descriptive interview about the same. And that's the thing. So where is the coherence? How will you target Modi? There is he is let's imagine Rahul Gandhi going to XYZ state and saying about how Adani and Modi see their relation. He's showing those photos about him getting off the plane. And then how will Sharad Pawar say that? Sharad Pawar is sitting on that same stage. How will we kind of share the same thoughts? So there are a lot of different things. You might garner support from TMC. Mamata is against those industrial policies. She thrown out Tata for the nano thing, for the nano project. She could support it, but how can Sharad Pawar support it? So they really have to see how they will be able to attack it.
Together.
Okay, they will how will they gel together? So that's a thing to kind of think upon about them. That's a thing I think.
Coming up to the future of the alliance, how do you think it will come out to play?
It's a funny topic, but I think at least till the polls they will be gelling together, they will be together. After poll I don't know.
Okay.
Their make and break point can be only the seat sharing thing. How they will be able to share the seats and how will be they able to allocate. That's the main
point.
Bone of contention that is there between them. If they successfully even kind of minutely idhar udhar ho gaya, it's okay. But if they kind of embark this question, if they solve this question, then it's very good for them, for this opposition unity.
Also good for the overall democratic structure of India as well.
Democratic structure. See, the election is the result of. In fact, the results of the election is the result of the overall democratic. Not.
I'd say we do need a strong opposition as well.
We do need, but do we have?
That's what I'm saying. If they get along well, we will have a strong opposition.
Strong opposition front. There is a strong opposition is always one party.
Opposition front.
Opposition front.
Like how Sushma Swaraj was.
Back in
time,
days.
yeah,
Back in those days. Yeah. 100%.
We are talking as if we have been analyzing in the past 25-30 years.
But the thing is that we are so curious about things. I have gone through Sushma Swaraj's speeches. Atalji is laughing on the back, like ऐसे करके वो हंस रहे हैं कि इतना क्या अच्छा जवाब दे दिया. She is kind of कांग्रेस पार्टी को लपेटे में ले रही हैं. लालू यादव को उन्होंने मिसोजिनिस्टिक कमेंट कुछ दे दिया था तो she is kind of
that comment on Sonia Gandhi की सफेद साड़ी पहन के आऊंगी.
फिर तो
we need those kind of leaders. Those dynamic personalities.
We need a kind of we still have those leaders.
We still do.
The thing is the kind of deteriorating parliamentary structure. People, previously people, I remember my dada and all those kind of generation getting on TV to listen to Atal Bihari Vajpayee or any other leader. But are we doing it today?
No.
Parliament के अब दिन कम होते जा रहे हैं धीरे-धीरे. पार्लियामेंट जो बैठती है मतलब वो फॉर्मल मतलब जो कुछ बिल पास करना तो ही बैठती है वरना डिबेट्स के लिए होता ही नहीं था. डिस्कशन एंड डिबेट्स आर टोटली जीरो बिकॉज देयर इज एन ऑपोजिशन. दे आर नॉट रेजिंग द वॉइस बिकॉज दे नो कि इवन इफ वी रेज आवर वॉइस देयर इज नो मीनिंग बिकॉज द गवर्नमेंट हैज full majority, so they walk out, they do all the drama. Government also doesn't care about the parliamentary fabric
as long as they pass the bill.
As long they pass the bill. So that's the thing. It's about, do we really see TV that often for the speeches? Do we tune into Rajya Sabha or Lok Sabha? We just tune in. That's my observation about today's kind of everyday life, that we just tune in because Modi ji is speaking. He's giving those 1 hour, 1 minute, 20 minutes.
Or if certain speech gets viral.
Well, like that person, 2019 when he says ki about the revocation of during the revocation of Article
370, the Ladakh guy.
The Ladakh guy.
That was nice. Amit Shah's speech was quite popular.
इधर अमित शाह स्पीच हाँ people just tune in for the major news. Nobody is interested कि आपके everyday जीवन में जो बिल आने वाला है which is going to impact your life, digital control that bill and even the Delhi ordinance bill जहाँ पे LG people are not interested. Nobody cares about.
No one knows about it properly.
Of course until it is implemented, nobody knows about it, and that's the thing. We really do have a missing position of great orators. I see this thing, and Congress have some great orators, but the problem is they are not giving the chances. Shashi Tharoor, he has been
completely
silent, sidelined also, silent also. During this non-confidence motion, you needed someone like Shashi Tharoor who will be in his flamboyant English and doing this and kind of confronting the government. You needed that. He was not chosen as, and you chose some weak leaders just because you wanted to give representation. Let's see, Congress also is giving. They passed the non-confidence motion through the one who wrote that was from, I think, Manipur or maybe some state from Northeast, as I remember. Just because Manipur was the burning topic, just because that was their agenda. You needed some orators, and in Rajya Sabha you have someone like you have good speakers in Rajya Sabha, but because they are Rajya Sabha members, they have been kind of limited. So that's a thing. That's a thing.
Alright, then let's do a quick rapid fire round.
Okay.
Before we end this podcast.
Okay.
Whom would you say is the most incapable leader in BJP now?
Incapable leader in BJP now.
Or let's use it. The most overhyped leader in BJP now.
See, those are two different things.
Yeah, that's why I rephrase it. Overhyped leader.
Overhyped leader. Most overhyped leader. This is rapid fire round, na?
Yeah.
But I have to give it a thought. We can say Gujarat or any na. I think the whole cabinet and the Gujarat government is overhyped. It has no substance. There are no good leaders that have left. I'm talking about the Gujarat thing, or the assembly thing. I think those who are in center are good, but I think CM,
the state,
CM, overhyped. He doesn't have a hype only, but he doesn't deserve to be in that position just because you are a politician. Goddamn politician, you have to speak. You have to
certain
kind of you have
character
to,
of yours.
but you have to have some characteristics. But he's like a thumbprint, rubber stamp kind of, because he is deriving power from Prime Minister. So I have gone through his speeches. I know it's a rapid fire round, but I just completed that. I have gone through. I have got one for his speeches, and he was just praising Pradhan Mantri, Apna Vada Pradhan. Bro, I want to listen to you. What have you done? Tell me something about you. I don't know about you. You were a municipal councillor. That's what I was. That's all I am aware about. No, you were a municipal councillor. Then you became MLA after Anandi Ben quit from the Ghatlodya seat. I want to know what you have done. I know what Modi ji has done. Modi ji comes and Man Ki Baat, he tells everybody what he has done. So that's the thing. I just feel that.
The best leader in the opposition alliance now.
Best leader in the opposition alliance.
Whom do you think should be the face of the opposition alliance? Okay.
Mallikarjun Kharge. Mallikarjun Kharge. Okay, who wants to face? Rahul Gandhi should be the face. But I read about Mallikarjun Kharge, and I think he would be a very good kind of thing.
Prime Minister.
I don't know, Prime Minister. He could be a good face. That's my kind of underrated answer. काफी underrated answer.
That's different from what you have heard in the mainstream
But
media.
who actually really wants to do? I don't think we have someone better than no Nitish Kumar.
Kidding.
Rahul Gandhi.
Rahul Gandhi. Okay. Thirdly, if not Modi, then who?
Within the party, outside the party.
If not Modi, then who will become the leader of BJP?
Who will become the leader of BJP? Rajnath Singh.
Are you sure?
100%.
I'll go for Yogi.
Good answer.
Who do you think should become the leader of BJP after Modi?
After Modi, see, there is a part of me which says, like, there are two things. Okay, let me just. I know it's rapid fire round, but let's. There is a thing that who will become that we have, but who I want to, like, tell, okay, this guy should be. And I think that should be Rajnath Singh, not Yogi Adityanath, because I really kind of still doubt Yogi Adityanath, because see, I just love Rajnath Singh. That's all. Because I still skeptical about Yogi Adityanath's capability as an administrator. He has proven me wrong, but I still want to see in UP.
Okay.
Rajnath Singh, I think,
UP
should-
for some more time.
Huh.
Okay. What the funniest politician of all time?
Funniest politician of all time. See, you expect me to give Rahul Gandhi, but I'll not give Rahul Gandhi.
I'd say Lalu Yadav.
Lalu Yadav. But you know, Lalu Yadav is a very smart guy also. You know, because I was Rajdeep Sardesai, our source of information, one journalist that we have named. Rajdeep Sardesai, I was listening him and he was saying that लालू यादव का आप जितना ही मजाक उड़ा ले, ही इज अ स्मार्ट गाय. मुझे याद है जब बिहार के चुनाव हो गए थे और मैं गया उनके गांव, he knew, because TV was the booming thing that time, and he knew how to portray his image, you know, very like he a village boy. So वो आए और बोल तो हम सोफे पे बैठे, बोले लालू जी यहाँ कर लें, तो he was like नहीं यहाँ मत करिए, and वो तबेले में लेके चले गए, and he was kind of milking the cow, घास खिला रहे हैं. So he knew, he's a smart guy, but he doesn't.
You have to be if you're a politician.
No, he is a smart guy, but you know, because of his some things that have been kind of blown out of proportion, you perceive him as a person who is kind of, you know, he's a funny. But yeah, he is funny because he on stage he said, "Rahul ji, ab to shaadi kar lijiye." So yeah, he's one of the funniest.
And for the last one, you asked me.
Okay. I have to ask you a question. Okay.
Let's keep it a bit different from the usual format.
Okay, but politics. Okay.
Obviously.
Okay. If not Yogi, then who? I'll ask that.
For UP.
Not UP. I'll say you are saying that Yogi is a deserving candidate, but let's see that Yogi is not nowhere in the picture. Then who?
Whom would I want? Nitin Gadkari.
Nitin Gadkari, good answer. ठीक है.
That could be.
Accepted. Accepted from open arms. He's a good administrator. He has very well managed his own kind of stronghold from Nagpur, and also at the same time has kind of done wonder in his ministry position. So yeah, accepted.
Perfect.
Accepted with open hands.
Thank you everyone for watching the podcast. Let us know your opinions in the comment section. What do you think about our analysis or how we portray the roadmap of 2024 elections? And thank you for watching the episode. Do like and subscribe.
If you have done anything wrong, if you have misquoted something, you can also tell us that. So we will be able to correct ourselves. Thank you.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you, Aditya, for inviting me.
Thank you so much.